The ancient Egyptian story of Osiris and Isis is one of love, power, and rebirth. Osiris was the god of the afterlife and the ruler of the underworld. He was also the brother of the god Seth, who was jealous of Osiris's power and popularity among the people. One day, Seth invited Osiris to a banquet and presented him with a beautiful chest as a gift. However, the chest was actually a trap and Seth had it sealed shut with Osiris inside. He then threw the chest into the Nile River, where it floated away and eventually washed up on the shore of Byblos. Isis, who was the wife of Osiris and the goddess of fertility, heard of her husband's death and set out to find his body. She searched the Nile River and eventually found the chest in Byblos. When she opened it, she found that Osiris's body had been perfectly preserved. Overcome with grief, Isis decided to bring her husband back to life. She used her powers of magic to revive him, but unfortunately, Seth found out about her plan and was furious. He dismembered Osiris's body into 14 pieces and scattered them throughout Egypt. Determined to find all the pieces of her husband's body and put him back together, Isis set out on a journey throughout Egypt. Along the way, she was helped by other gods and goddesses, who provided her with clues and assistance. Eventually, she was able to find all 14 pieces of Osiris's body and put him back together. Through her love and devotion, Isis was able to bring Osiris back to life, but he could not stay on Earth with her. He had to return to the underworld and rule over the dead. However, their love had created a child, Horus, who would later avenge his father's death by defeating Seth and becoming the ruler of Egypt. This story is significant because it highlights the power of love and devotion and the ability of a woman to bring her husband back to life. It also touches on themes of rebirth, power struggles, and the importance of family. Isis was not only able to revive Osiris, but also she gave him the power of the afterlife, which he would use to help guide the souls of the deceased to the underworld. He also became the god of fertility and agriculture, as his resurrection symbolized the cycle of life and death in nature. Seth, who was furious that his plan to kill Osiris failed, continued to plot against him and his family. He tried to kill Horus, the son of Osiris and Isis, but was unsuccessful. Horus grew up to be a powerful warrior and eventually defeated Seth in a great battle, reclaiming his rightful place as the ruler of Egypt. As the mother of Horus, Isis played a crucial role in the eventual defeat of Seth and the restoration of order to Egypt. She was also a protector of the pharaohs and was often depicted as a winged goddess, symbolizing her protective nature. In addition to her role in the story of Osiris and Horus, Isis was also known for her great wisdom and magical powers. She was associated with the arts of healing, protection, and divination, and was often depicted holding an ankh, the symbol of life, in her hand. The story of Osiris, Isis, and Horus is not only a tale of love, power, and rebirth, but also the story of the victory of good over evil, and the importance of family, loyalty, and devotion. It is one of the most significant stories in ancient Egyptian mythology and continues to be a source of inspiration and fascination for people to this day. In addition, this story has a great influence on the Egyptian culture. Osiris cult became a major religious movement for the Egyptians. It was believed that Osiris would judge the souls of the dead in the afterlife, and Osiris festivals were celebrated annually.